When it comes to McDonald's, we've made almost the entire menu, except the Chicken Big Mac. What's not to like? I mean, really. At the heart of it, who doesn't like a regular Big Mac? Everybody does. And if you say you don't, we're gonna call you a liar. Right, boys?
Yes.
Liars. Why would you be ashamed to admit that you like a Big Mac? So if you like a Big Mac, what's it called? A Big McChicken.
Just a chicken Mac.
Chicken Mac.
Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac has got to be good. Maybe even better. You know why? The crispiness of the chicken. That's why. It comes home to roost, pun intended, that the crispiness is going to add to the deliciousness of the whole thing. What you have to do, though, is you got to get those patties made, set in the freezer for about a half an hour, because they're going to be soft. Because we're not using a piece of chicken, we're going to use chicken thighs and cut them up and add a couple things, and then shape them and then get them into the freezer. So then you slip them into the oil, they cook quickly, and then they come out and you build it. You stack it up. You Big Mac-itize the whole thing. It's going to be fantastic. Chicken first, ladies. Chicken first. There you go. Right there are two boneless, skinless chicken thighs. Apparently not fatless, though, because they've left a little bit on. Which, by the way, I'm kind of okay with. I don't mind a little fat contributing a little flavor to the whole thing. What we want to do is we want to cut these up. Could you use a processor? Zach. Sorry. Could you use a processor, Max?
Yes.
Chance?
Yeah.
Thought if I asked both of you, you might change your vote. Yes, you could. Do we need to? No, we don't need to. Why mess up the whole processor for just this? So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cut like this way. Just let me tell you what I'm doing. And then turn it this way and do this till it's chopped up, right? Right. You don't need to sit through this. The boys will make it happen much faster for you.
Go ham on the chicken.
Go ham on the chicken. All right, when you got this, which I think is perfect, let's add a couple things to it. Not a lot, just a couple. And here's what they are. Let's go with a nice pinch of our BFF, kosher salt, coarse ground black pepper, and granulated garlic. We love it. Tiny bit more garlic, tiny bit. And a little onion powder, powder of the onion. This will mix. Chop this back together. This I want to turn into two patties. Just let me get the chicken off the deck, clean this up, and then we'll pattyize the stuff. And that will look like this. A little sheet pan and some parchment. I got a ring mold, so let's do this. I got what I think is half right there. Just flatten it out. Pay no attention to the duct tape on my hand. It was an injury that you don't need to see. Nice and perfect. That's one, and here's two. Squish down, and out we come. Perfecto. Look at that. How pretty is that? Well, it's raw chicken. It's not that pretty. All right, but these are going to go into the freezer for like a half an hour. In the meantime, we can make a little sauce. And a quick mac sauce will look like mayo. And it would be ketchup, but I'm a fan of chili sauce. This kind, not the Asian kind. Bit of salt and pepper, garlic powder, little mix. Fantastic. And you see there's those little chunks in there that make it even better than regular ketchup. All right, when the chicken's out, we get it cooking. Well, Chancey reminded me that the Big Mac sauce typically has onion and pickle in it. So we'll add some of each and we'll mix. Again, perfect. Thank you, Chancey. If you could remind me before I forget next time, that would be excellent. Here they are out of the freezer, and you can see they're hard. They're a little bit pliable on top, but this is the way you want them because this is the way that you can deal with them. So here's the plan. We go flour, egg, panko breadcrumbs that I have pulverized in a processor because if you use them the way they come out of the bag, they're gonna be too chunky and that's not what a McChicken looks like. So here we go. We go into the flour. This is actually flour cornstarch mixed, just for a little extra crunch. Knock off the excess and then try and get some of these little gaps. And now into the egg wash. Just beat an egg with a tiny little bit of water. Try and get it coated nicely like this. Then into this panko that I hope I have enough of. That's good. I don't want this to be too thickly coated. Great. And on there and repeat. It's warming up as I speak. So you want to move fairly quickly through this process. My oil is heating up to 350 degrees beside me and we'll be ready for these basically as soon as I'm done. And in we go. Hey McChicken. Hey McChicken. Fantastic. Okay, I say we're there. Let me quickly get rid of this and we fry. And we're there, so we gently put in these kids. These are maybe a couple minutes aside. We want them beautiful, golden brown, delicious, and cooked to temp. And since they're chicken thighs, they can go to 175, 180, no problemo. You can see they're already getting brown. brown. All right, it's been about a minute maybe. Should we look? That looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Let's go about 30 seconds more, then we'll give it a turn. Do it about a minute and a half, temp it, see where we're at. And if we're there, we build. If we're not, we continue, but I think we'll be close. All right, let's give this a little turn. Come back, we'll let finish here. Those are beautiful. All right, these kids are ready and out they come. And then onto a little rack. Now we can build. And we're ready. Look, 3 buns, all toasty, even a middle bun. Here's how we start. Sauce on the bottom with pickles and onions. Thank you, Chance.
Anytime.
Next up, some crispy lettuce, shredded. You want to be able to see it. Now the crazy part is the cheese goes like this, and we want it to be a bit melty like the pictures. So I'll put my torch on it for a bit of melt. Perfect. Now the first chicken patty. Beautiful. Now the little center layer bun. Okay, now we do the sauce and the lettuce again for the last time. Great, great. Everything's great so far. Now our pickles, we're almost there, coming in the home stretch. Final chicken and our final bun on top like that. Oh, it's a little higher than theirs, I can tell you that much, but it's not bad. Well, I think the only way to try and get a proper bite of this is to do this. How's that? It actually looks more like it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Look at the juice of that. Okay, now I can get a bite, or try to. Holy shit. Jesus. All right, here we go. One bite. It tastes like a chicken Big Mac. Maybe better, I don't know. My patties are darker. They're also bigger, so they took longer to cook than their thinner ones. Do you know what McDonald's Big Mac beef patty is? 1.6 ounces. There's 2 of them. Less than 1/8 of a pound. So these are probably twice the size. It would have looked more like theirs, but shit, it eats really well. Hey, thanks for being here with us. Subscribe if you haven't done it. Hit the like button, whatever. Tell us what you want us to make below. Jesus Christ, I didn't think I was gonna have a second bite of this. I'm having a second bite of this. Good Lord. It's just falling apart like fucking crazy though.